audio right now.
Our voices.
Our voices, yeah.
They.
Yeah, I don't want to. I
What do
don't
you
want to
mean, those
misgender
people?
them.
They.
Could be anybody.
Could be
Oh,
anybody.
they.
Dude, we're all right here. You don't have to.
What?
You don't have to refer to us as a they.
Them,
Watch out, man.
their. We gotta like play it up
You
for people
people.
So
that
you
are
mean so
listening to them.
we'll hear our audio? You can say
Yeah.
we.
You can say we. It's fine.
Listen, people are gonna listen back to this in 30 years when it
I know,
becomes
and now I can hear it.
the best cyberpunk podcast ever made, and we're like touring, Berlin and stuff. I'm assuming we've made new characters at that point.
Savage Worlds.
We're on our
No,
80th characters.
we're keeping these characters forever.
We each play like 6 characters an episode.
Seriously, that's what I would love. I want to like populate the door with like all of your characters, and then that way
Just
you can just
have it be like where it's 4 GMs and 1 player. Where it's just everyone
No, I'm
running
playing
so
all of
many
my characters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'd love to have a
Yeah,
conversation with myself. Do you hear that?
You're having one
I don't hear
right
anything.
now.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I mean you're doing it.
Hey, me, do you hear
You're
that?
having one right now.
I heard you.
It is plugged in. Oh, there you go. You hear that
There
now?
we go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we should probably start recording.
Oh, yeah. Audacity.
What is that?
Oh, before we start recording, let me just test this.
Got it.
Episode 18. Record. I am record.
And
This
recording.
is Dan. I'm recording
It's
episode
Chris.
18.
Recording
Episode
episode
18.
18.
Barely
18.
legal. Note to
Here
the
it
editor,
is.
we're all going to clap simultaneously in
Here
we go.
3,
Perfectly.
2, 1.
2, 1. You paused so long.
I was trying to catch it on my end.
What? Don't do that. That's so much delay.
Everybody's delayed. It worked though.
Episode
I got pretty close on my side. When you hear this audio, you're gonna flip your lip.
You're
I
gonna flip.
watched you like go like what?
But I'm delayed to you. I got it. I got you.
So wait. Just you wait.
Oh wait, why
Just
is the
you
music
wait.
up? Yeah, there
Just you wait. Any Hamilton fans? Any Hamilton fan? Oh, let me
yeah.
just check how many people
Oh,
are
yeah.
in the old chat.
Any Hamilton
right
fans in the
now.
chat?
Oh, there they are.
Well, here is us.
All right, let's.
Wait, is it just me and then just you? There's not even
I
the
see
rest of us
4.
aren't even in here.
I see 4. Okay, I am gonna start the stream.
Cool.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Chris. You.
Hey.
Hey, and there's. Who is? Oh my God. I don't know what's going on, man. But yeah. So hey, everybody, it's Chris. Below me is.
Me, it's Ephraim.
And
Oh, I'm
to
sorry.
his right.
And that was it. That was all. Just it's me. It's Ephraim. To my left is
Shannon, it's me. I play Harriet. And above me is...
It's me. I'm Dan.
Oh, I didn't
and I play everything else.
We didn't say what.
We're-
I'm just the music's over.
We're hot beats.
I don't know what's happening with the
We
music. It
have
just
our
keeps
shit
stopping.
together.
This is our
Just-
first show.
flawless.
Hot
Never
meats.
done this before.
Hey, I
Remember
play
us?
wonderful.
Nice.
And I play okay.
How about some music there? Mixed-
Oh yeah,
mixed
that's now that that's gone all of a sudden.
Yeah. Oh hey. So anyway, last time on Hot Meats.
Cool. Yeah, what happened last time, guys? Do you have any idea? Do you guys remember at all?
The game you play while you're blackout drunk. Hot
Yeah.
Meats.
Hot
Gotta-
meats.
I remember there was some paintings unveiled, and I got 2 of the bartenders, the first floor bartender and the basement bartender, to talk to each other and reveal things about their life.
Yes, you did. I believe his name was Jimothy, was the bartender downstairs. And I can't remember who you got to talk to Jimothy. It was whoever's name I remembered at the time of
It's
the two
Chuck
bartenders.
or Bobby.
Jimothy and Chuck.
I think it's Chuck. Yeah.
Because I asked Jimothy what the bartender at the bar's name was. You said Chuck.
Chuck, absolutely. And so we did our first bit of interludes for you guys, where you guys all I got to roll on the interlude table and actually tell us a little something. Chris tried to snake out of having to do that by just contributing heavily to Ephraim's interlude.
It just felt natural.
But we got him.
I hope nobody thought it. I was worried that it might feel like I was trying to steal your fire, but I felt like that's what our characters. How
well, on the Twitter, I've been just getting emails left and right about this, and how they were a little upset that you kind of stepped on Dirk's game, but I think most people are just happy that we're streaming.
I'm just happy people were emailing you from Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm getting, it's tweets, and then it's emails, and then I also get Instas all the time as well.
Oh, yeah, as
direct messages.
And talks.
Hot talks. I think I'm hearing 2 sets of music right now.
I don't think that's true, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Because it's like, no, I just hear one set.
No, I just hear one. And you know what? This is good music to lean into what we're about to do here, because you guys just, I like this music a lot, actually. Mark this one down, Ephraim. Mark it down.
Yeah, this is actually one of Harriet's themes, because it's investigative.
Oh,
yeah.
Ooh, that's good. Well, so you guys did your own nonsense. We learned a little bit about each of your characters. And then we got to the point of revealing paintings, which was this thing I've been trying to build up because I wanted to throw this lovely little tidbit out at Ephraim and Dirk about Dirk's actual human character, that his past that he doesn't know anything about, which Ephraim was gracious enough to just let me define what his past was. So this is great. And they pull the curtain on the last painting on Dirk's painting, and it's actually a woman named
Katie Higgins.
Named Katie Higgins. That's right.
Google her now. She's a real person. That's a little meta.
This is based on a real person.
This is legit. Actually, it is actually a real person.
Wait,
I
what?
looked up. No, I'm not joking. But nothing else aside from the fact that she's a pilot, really, and a couple of her professional accolades are actually going to be. I don't want Katie Higgins, who's no doubt listening to this now, to be like, OMG, they are predicting when I die and that I'm going to be resurrected as this dude in 2090. Like, I don't want.
Yeah.
Katie's legal team's too tough for us. So we need one of those disclaimers that this is all fictionalized. Real life.
Which you can definitely see at the bottom of the screen now.
I can do this right now. All the characters you see today are a work of fiction. They are not really the people you know or have read about, unless you read about it on our blog.
Any relation to real people, either fictional, is purely
otherwise. Yeah.
Any duplication of this media unauthorized will result in legal prosecution.
Well, you just threw that other one in there. Okay,
man,
yeah, protect
I would
us.
love to go after somebody for the rebranding of Hot Meats.
Yeah, well, and to use what he just said as your legal precedent, just playing that audio in court.
That would be Exhibit A, obviously.
Your Honor,
we'd first play the copper.
You can see here his logo is a gun made of meat, which is also our logo for the podcast about cyberpunk.
Any questions?
Any questions? Money, please.
Just drop a hot dog instead of a mic.
Which the John Ralphio money, please.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry for being a little more distracting on this, but I found out that hot dogs are called forced meats. That's what I've been told. Maybe that person was lying to me. But she said that her husband was really into sausages, making their own sausages and all that stuff. And any meat that is cooked before it gets to your house in a casing is called forced meat. Which maybe that should have been
behind me. The light behind me changed to red. I think that is stop, halt all progress on discussions of forced meats from here on out.
This is a consensual podcast.
Yeah.
All right.
Strictly consensual. So yeah, we pull the curtain. We get Katie Higgins, actual, not real life Katie Higgins, but Katie Higgins is her name, and then blackout because we got to end on a cliffhanger for some reason.
Yeah.
Just to keep all of our listeners
Get
coming
you guys all
back.
in. Come
Oh
on.
yeah,
keep
and
it
we are
coming
back. Just so
Yeah.
you know, all the listeners are back. We are here.
Yeah, we are.
Yes. Wonderful.
I would say we are mega fans of this. Like, we're here every time. Okay, so that was the scene from the last episode, and you guys party all night long. And here's a block of text that I wrote that you're gonna listen to and go, "Wow, he's shitty." Okay, so can we get the music back?
Oh yeah. It's coming in just a moment.
The scene opens on a little just
Get into character.
one
Come on, get into
piano
character.
key. One piano key was the music. What's going on here? There you go. We got a chord. Finally.
That's the first one. It always starts with one note. I don't know if you've seen movies like Eyes Wide Shut. There's always one note that begins it.
Ping, ping, ping. Okay. The scene opens on an adorable little blonde girl playing with her model planes in a living room in a large suburban home. Morning light streaks into the living room's large windows through red leaf trees in her front yard. The spotlights in the circle where she twirls. She's in a pair of pajamas that look like a flight suit. Behind her on a mantle of the fireplace are the most prestigious of her father's medals in commemorative cases. She's spinning with a plane in each hand, making engine noises and gun noises. Her mother flows into the room and in an almost ethereal voice speaks, "Sweetheart, breakfast is ready." Mommy, I want to be a plane. I want to fly. I want to fly like Daddy. And as the scene fogs up and wind starts whipping through the living room, the two model planes fly at an incredible pace, and the camera latches onto one of them as we fly up and out of the house into the skies. The rear plane is opening fire. Okay, give me some more intense music now.
Yep. Sure.
Got it? Click on anything.
Here it is.
The rear plane opens fire at the front jet. Ooh, yeah. The camera follows a barrage of bullets flying at the F-18 as the few shred into the side of an already damaged jet. And now we're in the cockpit. Alarms are blaring. Smoke is coming out of the console. The pilot's bloody arms are going between their legs to pull the eject handle, but weakly go limp as they reach their destination. The windows of the cockpit crack and explode out as another barrage rips through the cockpit, knocking off the helmet of the pilot to reveal a full head of blonde hair whipping around in the air.
It's perfectly curled.
It's perfectly curled. And Dirk is shook awake. Shucked. He's slumped on the table inside the Commodore, wearing a little cardboard admiral's hat that's bent up on one side, the side he's been sleeping on. Next to him is Wonderful in a nearly identical hat. He's jacked up on caffeine from some experimental cola that Jimothy gave him last night, and clearly he hasn't slept.
This is cold brew. Oh my god, it's fucking amazing. On a nitro. You have a nitro towel. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh!
He's bouncing on his stool, testing the firmness and making comments that nobody's listening to, which is actually pretty much what just happened.
Did you know? I forgot what I was going to say, but there's a really good fact that I'm going to tell you in just a minute about 2025.
Harriet is sleeping. 2090.
Okay, good.
So Harriet is sleeping on a stretch of tables that have been pressed together. Her cardboard admiral hat's covering her face from the persistent lights of the Commodore. So you guys all wake up from just a night. Well, Dirk and Harriet both wake up from a night of just getting drunk, very drunk. People were passing you liquor all night long, and of course, Wonderful, you just wouldn't drink that sort of thing, right? That's not in Wonderful's character, is it?
No. I mean, like, I don't know. You could probably, if it was like a big party night, like he might be convinced to have one Bud Light.
Okay,
No,
so he did like
he'd probably do a
one.
shot. He'd do one shot. He'd probably drink it.
he
Bud
did
Light
like
would be
a
too many calories.
ceremonial.
Michelob
He did like a
Ultra.
ceremonial, everybody, welcome you to the society shot, and
Why,
that's
thank
as
you.
much as he drank all night.
It tastes
but
different.
to kick us off here, I want everybody to do 3 vigor rolls in a row.
All right.
3
Let's get
vigor
vigorous.
rolls, -2 for all your rolls because you're drunk.
My first roll is a 2.
Beautiful.
And my
This is
first
great.
roll is a 3.
Great. That's also good.
My first roll is a 18.
What?
Hey, that's who Wonderful is. He's got a D10 in vigor.
He's vigorous.
Wow.
Okay, one thing. So I've been listening to a lot of Savage World's GM podcast. One thing I found out from this is that Interface Zero actually is one of the few systems that does 3 levels of fatigue. I guess the other ones only do 2, but whatever. Which is good for you guys because both Dirk and Harriet both got a level of fatigue on that roll. Give me another vigor roll. And this is just like a culmination of all of your drinking and going on, and the fact that you guys slept in a bar.
Ooh.
So on mine,
Is that a nat 1?
I got a 2, which was then reduced to a 1 because of my 1 level of fatigue, my first level of
okay.
fatigue.
Yeah.
And then is it still a -2 to my roll?
Yes.
I'm gonna
So
spend a
you
penny
got
and reroll my
technically-
vigor.
You technically got a -1 on your fatigue roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
nope. That's going to be a fail for you too, Chris. We're doing well. Actually, you didn't do much drinking, but you're really tired. We're going to keep it same for you as well, just so everybody's on a level
so I
playing field.
got a level of fatigue.
Yeah, you get a level of fatigue as well.
Boo.
Can I
Dirk, are you gonna
survive that
spend
one
a?
with my 11?
You got a
yes,
10 because you have
11.
1 level of fatigue.
And it's -2. It would have been an 8, but that's definitely more than enough to hit that 4 target number. Dirk, you're on 2 levels of fatigue.
Was it use a
Harriet,
Benny? Dirk?
I'm gonna wait for this last one.
All right.
Yeah, I learned a lot about myself. I'm drinking for real in real life. This is
Actually,
there's a lot.
I
of
mean, it
things
makes
happen.
total sense that Dirk would just drown whatever the hell has happened to him
Yeah.
in the recent
I got
past.
questions.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, give me one more vigor roll for everybody as the last hurrah from you guys partying your asses off.
I'm spending another Benny.
I
think I
rolled an
might
8.
I think I'm gonna spend a.
Yes.
I'm gonna spend a penny.
I got an 8.
Okay, 8. Okay, both of you guys passed it.
Oof.
Okay, I got.
A 5 is going to be -2. That's going to be another level of fatigue for Harriet
I
Lou.
wasted a penny for still that level.
Yeah, okay. Two levels of fatigue for Harriet, 2 for Dirk, 1 for Wonderful. This is actually exactly how I wanted it to play out, so that's great, everybody. Good job. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Falling like our characters.
Yeah, I mean, legitimately, Dirk and Harriet would be super fucked up, and Wonderful just kind of really hasn't slept, so he would be fatigued from this entirely. So you guys kind of groggily wake up from your evening of drunken buffoonery. What's the next step for you guys?
Harriet is gonna head back home to go get some.
Yeah, Chuck will stop you guys before you leave, and he'll just be like, "Hey guys, I'm sorry. I know I'm just trying to be quiet. I know you guys are probably like you got really drunk last night. Except for you, Wonderful. You're fantastic. They do have food downstairs in the underdoor if you guys want to go down there and get some grub. It's free. It's
Yes,
available.
And I need to
We have
soak
some really
this over up. Yes.
world-class chefs down there. Citywide chefs.
Do you have corned
Famous.
beef?
You'd have to check with them. We have had corned beef in the past.
Well, then
but
I will
they
go
might
check.
have some in there.
And I leave.
Great.
I
That's
go.
cool.
Wonderful. Yeah, I head straight downstairs.
Yeah, I go as well.
Great. And you're like walking through the bar. It's surprisingly clean, but no doubt that's because Chuck and Bobby are really good at their jobs. I mean, they pretty much live there at a certain point, or one version of them lives there at a certain point.
It's so clean down here, Dirk. Did you notice?
Yeah. I'm definitely very aware of what's happening.
I used to work in a restaurant, so I noticed things like these. Which actually, I don't know. Did you probably deduce this?
Quieter. Just a little quieter.
You probably deduce this. But I used to work in a furniture store too.
Oh my god, this makes so much sense.
Yes, I have actually a lot of opinions about furniture, specifically chairs.
You guys get in the elevator, hit the button to go down, and you're like down the elevator as you're having this conversation.
And that's when I said the love seat is really sort of the requited taste of the chair lover. You rarely see it. It's usually people go for just a sofa, or they go for, say an ottoman and chair combo, or even a lazy boy. But why are you grimacing? Am I talking too loud?
No, it's super interesting. Keep going.
Okay, yeah. So anyway, the love seat, which is sort of...
So, I've just never understood why it's called a love sleep. You can't really anyway.
I mean, I know why. It's because people have sex in it. It's so close together. You're going to have sex. At least that's what I've thought.
That's what you've experienced.
No.
Wonderful.
Didn't say that. It's if you were to. I've never owned a love seat. It's always been something I worked around.
See, so even you. Anyway, where's this food? I'm getting really.
You guys get down and you cruise around and you guys obviously remember the Underdoors map. It was just a magical, epic map. We can look at it again if you want. All of the podcast listeners love looking at this map.
Throw it up.
Look at it.
All right, let me just find it real quick. So you guys are cruising around. You go to the actual. Oh, it's public. Hell yeah!
This elevator just seems to keep on going.
I'm gonna stop share it and share it again, so it should just pop up.
Do you smell hash browns?
I smell bacon. That's all I care about.
So you guys cruise over to the cafeteria area.
Which one's that? That is. Oh, wait, there's a legend over here.
Number 12. You can just feel it. There's one with all the tables and chairs, and it's got a bunch of place settings. It's got legitimate forks and knives on there. I didn't get high and do that for way too long.
Oh yeah.
So
how far in can I zoom into this map? Holy cow!
Too far.
It's pretty tight.
You're playing a game
tight.
now. Oh, there's even people hanging out.
It's no longer a game. So you guys cruise in, having a good time. just moseying like zombies. You bump into people, but they don't really talk. They just kind of like, hey, how's it going? Great night last night. Welcome. Glad to have you. That
Thanks,
sort of stuff.
Good to see you.
And you guys sit down in the in the cafeteria.
There's a bear over there.
Do you want some tokens for
You
any
see that
reason?
bear? Does anybody else see the bear in the cafeteria? Yeah, I want tokens.
Okay, yeah, I'll toss you guys.
I didn't see all of these other tokens.
I mean, why not? Hey, you never know. You might get in combat down here. There you go. All 3 of your tokens are in the cafeteria now.
Hell yeah.
Please enjoy. It seems like nobody has moved since the last time you've come down here, but that's just because they're just in routines a lot. Except you're right. There's a bear inside the cafeteria, and he's just hanging out, eating by himself.
Dirk.
Not really doing much.
Dirk.
Yep. Yeah.
I've had so many cold brews that I am literally seeing a bear in the cafeteria eating because of the cold brews that I've been drinking. Harriet, are you...
It's not because of the cold brews.
Have you had cold brew?
I've had it, yeah. That's how I write a lot of my stories, but we're not hallucinating, right?
Wait,
Dirk?
you see the bear. You both see the bear.
Yes, I see the bear.
I turn around and do I see a bear?
The bear turns his head and he's like, I can hear you talking about me.
Oh my god, it's a talking...
Would you like to come join me?
I wasn't expecting it to be a talking bear.
Why not? And I walk over and grab a seat next to the bear.
Oh, you must be one of the new people.
Yes, I'm wonderful. And what might be your name?
Oh, me? I'm Duncan Featherbottom.
Dirk, Harriet, come over here. Come sit down.
Sure, 1 second. Let me
Is it?
this food.
I make my way over there.
Duncan, what?
Duncan Featherbottom.
Why feather bottom? Is it not a furry bottom?
It is, but it's very cushiony. And plus, it's the name I was given. I didn't really choose my name. Did you?
No, but I'm just curious. You must come from a family of feathers.
No, it was a rather arbitrary thing. The person who created me just kind of gave me a name, and he kept calling me Duncan Featherbottom, so I don't know where he got it from. Maybe one of his storybooks, potentially.
Storybooks. He was a writer.
He was a scientist. Not so much a writer. He wrote technical jargon in his many notebooks and tons of servers he had. It was a lot of research he did. For so many years. And he's got like a fork and a knife, and he's like cutting his fork and a knife, and it looks like they're just kind of like the fork's just kind of like sitting right on the underside of it, and he's just eats.
Duncan.
Just
Eats
eat
his
normal.
Duncan, can
Yeah.
I ask you a question?
Oh, of course. Why not?
Is the table service here, or do I need to go order over there at the bar behind me?
Anything special you would like, please just pop on into the kitchen. They'll tell you right away.
I have to actually go over there, though?
If there's a buffet over on, you can see that bit of ham and that pie.
What I wanted,
Wonderful. I already piled up.
I can see that, but they told me they might have corned beef hash, and I just wanted...
I do not believe that meat over there is corned beef. So yes, pop into the kitchen, talk to one of those folks, see if they might give you some corned beef.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Lovely.
I'm gonna be right back.
And the bear just kind of keeps chomping away, and he's like, "You guys look a little worse for wear. Big night last night, I'd say."
Yeah, I guess you weren't there because I think I would have noticed a bear. But yeah, we're the new.
I
had
stepped
our
up for a
paintings
moment,
unveiled.
but I had other things to attend. Yes, you are correct. I was there
Okay,
for the
so I did-
painting unveils.
I
We're all
definitely-
forced to be there.
I did see you then. Okay, I'm just piecing some things together. I just was drinking a lot and saw a
Yes.
bear at the bar. I assume that was you. Are there other bears?
Yes, quite.
Here?
I'm the only full bear that I know of that is able to speak like this. So if you know of anybody else that's like me, please tell me. I would love to breed with them. I haven't had sexual intercourse with a bear yet.
Forward. Okay.
I sit down.
Information for a hungover breakfast. Okay. Well, thanks,
Oh, yes, that's right.
Mr.
You guys are
Featherbottom.
hungover.
I sit down with a plate from the buffet.
Welcome back, old chap.
Thank you.
Did you get the corned beef hash you were looking for?
No, they said it was going to be a 10-minute wait, so I just went and got a plate from the buffet.
That's fair. They may bring it out for you anyways.
No, I don't want to bother them, so I told them it's a whole, you guys work here all day. I mean, this place is spotless. There's got to be like 4 cleaning crews. So I told them, don't worry about it.
That's rather kind of you. You seem
Thank
like
you.
a very nice man.
Wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful. I like that.
Thank you.
God.
I think we're going to get along together, Duncan. You seem like a really upstanding guy. Is there anybody you would want me to beat up?
Not at the moment, no.
What about that guy?
I haven't. He's a friend, part of the society. I wouldn't suggest fighting anyone in the society. That
No, I just thought
would go
maybe,
against our principles.
I thought maybe someone from the society, not from the society.
And I thought you walked in with him, didn't you?
Yes.
I don't know why you would beat up this man. What was your name, sir?
Are you referring to
It's
me?
Dirk.
Like I am like under sunglasses. I'm Dirk.
Dirk.
And
Yes,
you're
wonderful.
Duncan.
Duncan. Yes, thank you. I appreciate you remembering my name. Not a lot of people. They see the bear and then they just and they run away. And
Right.
Duncan
And
Featherbottom.
you-
It's a name you can't forget.
I don't understand why anyone would forget that. But
Yeah.
that's very kind.
Yeah, it's very strange of other people to think of anything other than your name
I
when
just
talking
think
to you.
I use mnemonic devices. I think of a man with a ball slamming it into the net. Dunk in the net. And then I think of a feather, but it's talking online to a chat bot. And then I think of my good friend Tom Featherbottom. Duncan Featherbottom. Mnemonic devices.
I just think of Dunkin' Donuts. Have you ever had a Dunkin' Donut?
Me?
Oh my God! Have you ever had a Dunkin' Donut coffee?
No,
Wonderful.
I can't say that
Oh.
I have.
I mean, yes,
Oh.
They're iced coffees.
Here, I'm
love
going to. What is your email? I want to send you a coupon because I get 50 cents off of every cup of Dunkin' Donuts for a referral link. If you can go to the store and use this, and then I will get another 50. You get 50 cents off, and I get 50 cents off, which is why it works.
There's a Dunkin' Donuts near us?
No, it's
That has a
it's
referral program?
It's about an hour away. It's an hour outside Portland in Vancouver.
Okay. Yeah, if it's so highly regarded by you folk, I might have to try it. Send me over it. Here's my email, and he gets in touch with you. I'm
Yeah.
not sure how this works. Actually.
Sends me his QR code.
Yeah, like personal area network. He just yep. Like you used to remember we used to be able to tap phones together and
Yeah.
like send info like
Yeah,
that.
if you both had the same exact phone.
Yeah.
You don't sound bitter at all.
No.
Yeah,
I
right.
can just see
I
effort.
got it
just-
so I could tap things. And
No one else
Never
had the same
worked.
one as me.
Ephraim's
But
trying to pick up
airdrop-
dicks like that. He's just kind of like, just tap my phone
Just
and
tap me
give me
your
your
number.
contact. Just tap my phone. Tap my phone with your.
It's no big
Is
deal.
yours-
Just walking up to women, just tapping their purses.
Yeah.
Nah, it's cool.
It's cool. It's cool. Not working. It's cool.
Yeah.
But there's
Damn you,
airdrop.
BlackBerry.
What's
So
an iPhone?
So Duncan Featherbottom just generally welcomes you to this place. He's like, you guys seem like very nice people. That must be why the Commodore let you guys into this place. into the society, I should say.
Sure. I mean, he actually let us in because we're quite violent, but yeah, I guess it's because we're also
Oh.
nice.
Oh, you're
Yeah, why
violent,
did-
you say?
What is your, if you don't mind me asking, what is your job here, or your position?
Oh, I head up the R&D department over there in number look at
In the sign.
the
Number
number
9.
3. Look
Yeah.
at legend number 3.
Oh,
See
oh
that
yeah.
section with the portals? Yeah, I
Oh,
was
isn't that where we got our scans?
Oh, you got your scans probably in the medical
all
facility.
down in 15.
two.
Yeah,
2.
that's what I said. What did you hear?
I heard 15. That's weird.
Huh, that's weird.
If you were in the 15, you would have been in the prison. You wouldn't have any reason to be in there.
There's definitely two. There's like a person there that read floors.
Wait,
There.
there's a prison?
Red hair and a eye patch. I'm looking at the token right now. Okay.
Yeah, something.
Duncan, that's a prison?
Ah, yes, we do have a prison. Did
So you
nobody
take
tell you of
Prisoners
this?
here.
Yes. Oh, sometimes. Sometimes we just kill people outright. Other times we like to torture them. Or I shouldn't say that. We like to enhanced interrogate them, I think is the proper nomenclature.
Yes, sounds about correct.
Mostly just general pulling out of fingernails. And if people aren't going to talk
Enhancing.
past that, it's just...
Enhancing fingernails.
Thank you. Thank you very much, wonderful.
Anytime.
You must be an expert in the field.
Yes, I'm quite. I love enhancements.
Fantastic. Maybe we can get you down working in the enhanced interrogation room sometime. Go down there and talk to Sid sometimes. He
Oh,
might be able to help
anytime.
you out.
Anytime.
You might find
quest
yourself
unlocked. Waterboard.
side quest. Waterboard. Waterboard potentially innocent people. Yeah, fantastic. So, the bear keeps eating next to you guys. You guys get your the breakfast on, and he goes,
yeah,
"Oh,
I've
you mentioned you were violent people. You particularly violent all the time, or do you just?"
Usually that's my default.
Oh, I see.
Well, that is true.
Yes. I love the rush. The rush of just going in and you're right. And you find someone and you tell them what for with your fist and your gun arm and your boot.
That's fantastic. You seem to be very passionate about placing your violence onto people.
Oh, yes. I would say it's like... So Harriet runs a blog, and I
Oh,
beat people.
fantastic. And is that your day job? Is that what you do for a living?
The blog or the beating of
Beating people up. I assume blogging is a very lucrative form of
Oh, I wish
journalism.
it was lucrative, but it is.
Oh, not so
Pay.
much.
It does pay. Yeah, pays the bills.
That is good. And I'm sure you can find more advertisers for your blog. Maybe we can sort something out. Maybe get you some extra change, as they say.
Harriet,
And what about?
can I just... sorry to interject, Duncan.
Oh, quite all right.
I
And
just-
he goes back to eating his food.
I've just had so many cold brews, and sometimes when you drink enough cold brews, you have insights of the kind that you never would have, which is what I've learned tonight. And Harriet, what if you were to, instead of blog, cut your news down to short video segments on a platform where you could, just say something for 5 seconds and then you cut it and then you start recording again. You say it 5 seconds again. Something new.
I could look into that. I just never figured I could really had the face or voice for that.
That's what face filters are for.
True.
Yeah, and
you're
if
all
you
about
can
those
just-
modifications.
Summarize everything that, like all the work that you've been doing for weeks, into just a 5-second clip. I think.
Yes.
What could go wrong?
I would watch it.
That I do believe.
I might give it a try then. We'll see how it goes.
Anyway, Duncan Featherbottom, you were saying.
Oh, yes, I just wanted to inquire as to the manner in which this gentleman finds us here. Dirk, was it?
Yeah, I'm a pilot.
I think was it is
Pilot.
correct.
Gentleman is questionable.
All right. I mean, I'm a pilot.
You are a pilot.
That's his
Oh,
gender.
that's fantastic.
He identifies as pilot.
Pilot. I was unaware you could be a pilot as a gender. That is very fascinating. I am a bear, so it makes sense you can do things.
Bear's
that
its
are
own
out
gender.
of the ordinary.
Featherbottom, I mean, get with it.
I identify as a guy, I guess. I don't know. I don't even really.
As a man?
I don't even know if I would say that. I've modified my body to such an extent, and I haven't had sex, but I don't know if I'm necessarily asexual. I could be, I suppose.
He's like, me either, and he puts out his paw like to dab,
Fist bump?
fist bump each other.
Duncan!
Yeah.
And I are we dabbing too? Or yeah, we fist bump and dab.
But it's like a bear, so he just goes like
Way to come back in
just a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, as bears normally dab.
I mean, bears do dab. Would you like to know anything about this bear, or you just accept that a bear is talking to you openly?
No, so you said you were created by a poet or someone who wrote a tremendous amount of data, and
Data, yes.
I'm just wondering, is there anything else you would want to share with about yourself to us?
Oh, are you asking me about myself so I can
yes.
bestow upon you some information
I mean, if
written
that's what you
by
want to do.
a shadowy figure in the
Wait.
middle of the day,
You
moments
have
before the stream?
I feel like you are exposing something that I don't know much about. Who is this shadowy figure, Duncan?
He calls himself a DM.
DM.
No, a GM,
no.
I think, actually, is the
GM.
proper nomenclature.
Oh,
Yes.
If you want to have a great GM, you eat a lot of prunes. That's what I heard.
Oh, yes, I'll try that. Or, not that I'm the GM or anything.
Wait, what was that, Harriet? I saw your lips move, but I did not hear your
that's
voice.
BM.
Oh,
that
yes.
You're getting at, I think.
Oh.
So Duncan, you said you work in research development here, or you were?
Yes.
What do you mean by work? Because I feel.
Well, I am kind of the head of the R&D department here, but I also am a byproduct of R&D, so it kind of works out. I was trained by my maker, of course, the lovely, I can't say lovely, Dr. Ruben Kruger is my maker. Yes.
Is he still around and still works here?
Oh, sadly, no. This was before my time of actually coming to the Commodore. I was created by him. When I was originally birthed, I was, believe it or not, just a bear. But after several surgeries and a couple of brain transfers, transplants, that's the word. Thank you. Out of character. Thank you, Ephraim. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
He stuffed a infant's brain into my head when I was a cub, and taught me how to speak and taught me all types of things. I grew up under his tutelage.
Oh, that's cool.
He had so many projects. So many Frankenstein's monsters, if you will, in his cave that he did his research in. Didn't really see much of the outside world for the beginning part of my life. It was just me and the good doctor and all of his creepy little monsters, but they were my brothers.
Did you have internet?
And sisters. I was not allowed to access it outside of just research, but no messaging was the rule at our house. But I did still message a few people, I gotta say. And then I met them in real life, and they shunned me. So that made me very sad.
Because of the
Being a
being
bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I got these cool things, and he holds up his paws, and a little cyber thumb pops out. He's like, that helps me holding my forks and knives and doing everything you might need an opposable thumb for.
Oh. That's also cool.
That's pretty cool, right?
Do you want to see?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Opposable thumb.
Watch this, Duncan. Watch this. And I stick my hand out like I'm gonna fist bump him. Is he gonna fist bump me back?
Oh, yeah. You said watch this.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay, so if he's not going to, I'm gonna wait.
No.
If he hesitates, I'm just gonna unhinge my hand and it drops off on the ground and it lands, and then it crawls over and grabs a fork or grabs a knife and lands it in my stack of pancakes, and I stick my fork over it and it cuts it, and then I put it in my mouth. with the other hand.
Oh, wow. That is fantastic. Your whole arm detaches. The hand detaches.
Yes, you should get one. I mean, the thumbs are cool, but I feel like if you had a hand that could detach, think of how much honey you could eat, Duncan.
Ah,
Do you eat honey?
That's very true. Yes.
Oh,
yes, I
then
do.
you would love this.
As a matter of fact, it's one thing I am missing very much from my home is my jar of never-ending honey.
Never ending?
Never-ending. Constant supply of honey. It actually creates the honey inside.
That would
All I need to do is stick
like
my
a-
paw in and blah, blah,
Oh,
blah,
yeah.
blah.
It's gotta
that would
be behind.
destroy the honey
Yeah, I think it's
market.
just a bee.
You have to keep this a secret, Duncan.
I mean, I don't intend on giving it to anyone. It's my honey.
Are we the
But-
only people you've told?
I've told a couple people, but everybody I've sent after it, they tend to not end up with it.
Oh, that's
if you
great.
Catch my drift.
Yes.
It's at the old lab, if you're curious.
Well, I was just thinking about all these honey farmers and how they all have jobs, and there's this whole market. And if your infinite honey device would ruin a lot of people's lives, Duncan. You want us to get it?
I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to package my honey. This honey is for me and me alone. But if you wouldn't mind going to, Dr. Rubin's old facility, I wouldn't. I must say might be kind of dangerous. The last couple people I sent ended up running away, and they actually, sorry, Commodore, they left the society afterwards.
Duncan, I just need to talk to my friend Harriet real quick.
Sure, yes.
And I walk over to Harriet. Harriet, you're a writer.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah.
Is the honey a metaphor for something that I'm just not getting?
I don't think so. I think it's just since he was like born and raised in like a lab, I think it was some sort of also creation at that lab.
So you think he has infinite money?
I don't think it was
Or
infinite
infinite honey? That's what I meant. I didn't say honey.
I think it could. I'm also thinking it could have been a simulation of honey. I don't know.
But you could. I guess I did mean infinite money, because if you had infinite honey, you would have infinite money.
Are you trying to get in on that?
Dirk, come over here.
Distribute.
Dirk.
Do you think?
No, I can actually hear you perfectly fine from right here. I think we both can. This is just a four-top table.
I know.
Duncan, I sit down. Is the honey a metaphor, or is it literally infinite honey?
It is honey. Trust me. It is literal honey.
Having a hard time
I love
with
it,
this.
and I would love you to get it for me, if you wouldn't mind. Is what I'm trying to tell you in not so many words.
Oh, you do want us to get the honey.
If you wouldn't mind, I wouldn't say no to it, that's for sure. And yeah, I would certainly owe you a favor. Plus, you could have anything inside the lab. The doctor was good enough to make a jar of everlasting honey, never-ending honey. I'm sure that he has other things there.
Yeah,
The
like a
doctor's
syrup,
Still
maybe
alive?
jam.
Could have pancakes.
I wonder, do you think that if we did this, it might end this conversation?
If you agree to it, why sure.
I'll
But I
do it.
can't.
Yeah, okay. I'm in, and I just like take my coffee and just like start walking off. I get no info. I just start
Yeah.
walking off.
I'll take that as a yes as you walk by him.
Technically, I
That-
work for him, so I'm in.
I
guess.
you can hear me just yell, "Get info!" Just like-
And yeah, you like head off. You can go to the showers if you want to shower up.
I
Go spend some
definitely
time in
do wanna
VR.
go to the showers.
You can go dub yourself again. Whatever you want to do.
No, that's not a thing. No, people don't know about that yet.
So Dirk pieces out and he goes. Duncan is like, well, if you are going back to my lab, there are a couple of other things I wouldn't mind you grabbing. If you don't mind, my stamp collection for one. I had a lot of stamps. Most of them inauthentic. I had printed some of them myself, but I put funny little characters in there. The different monsters that were, well, they were my brothers, but I called them monsters because it's fun. We have fun like that. And my hat. I've got a
It's our
super. It's our word. Don't you use it? We're the monsters here. And my hat. It's a wonderful little hat.
I have a feeling it's a fedora. Is it a
It
fedora?
is not a fedora. I am a virgin, but I'm not lame.
Is it a trilby? Is it an English version of fedora?
It's one of those hats with the spinny tops on top.
Oh my god. Okay. Duncan.
I
don't
just-
know
I
what
could
to
sit
make-
and spin that all day long. It was my favorite hat.
You're an interesting fella.
Thank you.
So Duncan,
a
the
bear.
scientist is still alive?
No, unfortunately not, and that's part of the reason why I had to leave. Of course, one day he died, and then it was a sudden rush to get out before all the systems turned against you. It was a whole big deal.
Wait. What?
He
Hold
got
on.
security.
You're
upon
telling
his
me
death.
that A, you have infinite honey, and
In the lab, I
you
do.
had infinite honey, and B,
I had it.
that this man had a dead man switch wired to his heart. So if he died, it didn't just release gas or anything. Just everything just tried to kill anything in the building. Were there sides? Like if a bot saw a bot, did they fight each other? Were they all on the same team? Why? This
I
man's a
think-
psycho.
I think factions did form up eventually, but initially it was quite chaotic. I had to flee immediately.
Factions
I'm just
of
a
the-
bear.
Of the security system?
Like I
Warring?
said, he made a lot of creatures, monsters, as I was saying, and you're not allowed to say that. Only I can say monsters.
I didn't say it.
Don't say it.
I'm not going to.
He
Thank
didn't
you.
say monsters. I didn't hear him
Hey,
say monsters.
You're using the word now, and I thought we all agreed upon that was our word, not your word.
So we can't say monsters, but you can say monsters?
Mine and my monster brethren.
So only you and your monster.
Yes.
Brethren
Once
say
you go to the lab,
I can't.
don't
say
use the word monster around my brothers. They won't like you very much.
Are they trying to kill us?
Potentially, yeah, probably. They'll probably try to kill you right away. And I think that's what happened to the last group. Maybe.
Well,
but
They
you
did
don't have your honey.
drop out, and I don't have my honey, so I'm not sure what happened to them. So
What? So you keep saying brothers. Are these like more bears, and are they all male or?
he tried. Brothers is more of just a colloquial term we like to use.
Brethren.
Us monsters. Yeah, more like a brethren. And I haven't been around them in ages, so they.
so there's
Yes.
like cat people and lizard people and all sorts of different animals.
It's just some animals, some just straight like literally looked like Frankenstein. It was a whole
That's
phase
terrifying.
he was going through.
Oh God.
Yeah, thankfully I got caught on his realism phase. He decided to try to make me as true to a bear as possible, and then
Did he make anybody
decided
after
to make
you?
me talk. Oh yes, plenty. I was there for many creations, many failures as well, which got thrown away, of course, like rubbish, just chucked in the garbage.
So he wasn't a father figure to you. I'm so sorry, Duncan.
Oh, I mean,
Sounds
he
like
was
my
as
dad.
close to a family that he possibly could have had. I made the best of it, of course.
That's all you know.
So,
Well, we'll
okay,
take
well,
you on a mission. We'll find some infinite honey, and I don't know, kill some. I mean, befriend some of your.
if you can
Brothers.
They'll
spare
die.
them,
They'll probably die.
if you can spare them, great. But I cannot attest to the sanity of any of these folks inside anymore. If I could, I would go there myself, but I'm afraid they would kill me on sight because I just look like a bear.
Well, let's go,
You do?
gang.
Yeah. Wait.
I get up and I walk
That
away
makes
with
me
my cup of
sad, man.
coffee. Wait, where are we? Wait, where are we going?
Yeah.
And I
Too late. You're out of the room.
And I
Goodbye.
continue just walking while I got it out.
Yeah.
Harriet's still there, like finishing her.
And Harriet. The Commodore slaps in real quick and sends
Slim.
Irk just some info. He's like, hey. Oh, nice. He just has some info. He just like dumps a bunch of info as far as Katie Higgins is concerned onto Dirk. And he's like, Dirk, I know this was a big deal. I appreciate you letting us do that. I know you were uncomfortable with the idea of the painting, but from my understanding, you did not know who you were. So I do appreciate your trust in us, and welcome to the society. Puts this like info dump on you. So you find out that Katie Higgins was born in 1980, died around 2040. Actually, 2042 is the exact year that I randomly came up with. Not actual Katie Higgins, a real life human. Born and raised in Washington, D.C. to a military family. It's like a wiki page that he kind of plops down on you. She went to West Point. You're looking through. She graduated with honors, served in the Navy, was a fighter pilot.
And I'm
actually
doing-
became. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you.
Oh
go.
no, I'm just doing like a combination of like the shot that they always show of the person like hung over in the shower where they're like hands against the wall and they're leaning down, and it's like the research shot of them like scrolling through things. I'm like doing like that as like at the same time, like
Because
through the tap.
it's like a AR tap type thing, so it
Yeah.
like shows up in front of you and it's kind of scrolling, and you're just kind of reading. Little picture will show up with her and like a, pilot cap, and she was actually the first female Blue Angel, which consequently is how I found out Katie Higgins is a real human.
Understood. Yeah.
Yeah. So she, it says her career path got promoted all the way up to admiral, and then it says, rather abruptly, she died from cardiac arrest days before retiring, and is buried in a DC cemetery. And there's even a statue of her. Very important figure for the United States, which of course you're not in anymore, but
Right.
you can.
But back
do more
in
research if you find.
2065, the United States was definitely a very real thing.
I hope so.
I mean, in this world it is.
Okay, great.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, because you said that she died in 2042, so she died when she was 62.
Oh wait, yeah, she died. Oh wait, she died in 2042.
She died in 2042. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I got that. I thought
Yeah,
she
so
was born in 2042.
about 50 years ago she died. No, she was born in 1980, a year nobody knows anything about anymore.
It's
No
been
one can
long
make
lost
any
by time. And,
references.
I mean, we're on countless COVID since then, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's COVID-90. Fucked up.
COVID-90. I take that information and I'm like just trying to like kind of process it. I'm like also was like wanted to like shower and like head up to talk to the Commodore, and then like I kind of get this info dump and I'm sort of just trying to like sift through what this means and if I need to just, and I'm like I'm gonna have plenty of time to figure this out, but it's such a heavy weight of like I've been like looking to try to figure out who I was, and even though there's all this information, it doesn't tell me why I was spun up. It doesn't like it doesn't seem like it makes sense. It does like, you know, it doesn't even seem like a person that they would say, even though it's like a, you know, like it was an important figure. It doesn't seem like anyone would save her, or that maybe that she could even afford it, knowing how expensive like this process is. Like it's gonna take time to kind of process how to figure it, you know, like what's happening, and you know, like because I at this point I still assume it was an accident, you know, that just a very expensive accident.
So
Absolutely.
here's a meta question I have, which is if she died in 2042 and Dirk and I started hanging out in 2087, then the 45 years that passed, as technology hasn't changed enough, did Dirk go through a period of time where he's like learning new technology, or did he come in with his skills on his character sheet that are like innate for piloting and stuff like that?
Like I essentially woke up in 2087 and didn't know anything about me. Like I could speak, like, you know, like relatively, you know, like, but I just didn't know. It was like a Jason Bourne level of amnesia. Like
Yeah,
if we
but
could
if
just
you're
summarize that.
if you're flying a VTOL and your last memory was from 50 years ago when you first flew that VTOL, because clearly you're good now. When you first flew that VTOL, were you like, did you have trouble adapting to it, or like, did you learn?
Yeah, I'm guessing that it was.
Like, did you just?
I'm guessing that it was difficult to like figure out like what it was like. But there's like, it's like, you know, when someone who's like a natural driver learns how to drive.
Have you ever seen Battlestar Galactica, Chris?
Maybe you've seen it.
You know,
Maybe you've seen this.
I mean,
this
first
show,
off, we can answer the
second
question.
iteration.
Yes, you've seen it.
Yes, you have. I watched it with you. You remember when Starbuck jumps into the alien? Spoiler alert for BSG fans, non-BSG fans that are going to get into it soon because COVID hit, and they have.
You know who you
show,
aren't.
You know you're not watching us. When Starbuck jumps into the alien ship, and she like gets in, and she's like, "Oh, that's the pitch, that's the yaw." You know, she's like figuring it all out. Like I imagine that was a little bit for Dirk. He has all the innate abilities of a pilot, and he doesn't really know why he has those abilities. But he kind of like sits down in like the VTOL, and just kind of like it just kind of takes over. It's like riding a bike. You know, you ride one, you ride them all, that sort of thing.
you've held one blaster, you've held them all.
I don't. Is that a reference to something? Or
No, that's new what I call a Dirkism. I'm currently writing a book of Dirkisms. And,
cool.
That's the first one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for playing my character for me.
Yeah, anytime. Anybody wants to play the character, Harriet? How about you?
How soft is this cushion?
Yeah.
And
By
that's how
Dirk
you edit
Donovan.
a Wikipedia entry. That's my Harriet.
Harriet, you get a message. It's from KT, your favorite friend. Not friend. And she's like blasts you with an email, just like a quick text, like how's the investigation going? Did you see that broadcast the other night? I mean, he was there just like way too fast, like getting to the scene before the cops. Like, who are his informants that he can get there before the PPD? Like, let me know when you get something solid. Peace, KT.
And so I have like a mini panic attack because I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, Yeah.
I need to be working on that story.
I'm totally depending on you for this. We definitely agreed upon it.
I gotta go to work in the morning.
I got a story to write. I got deadlines.
And I'm like torn between these two. I'm like, I think I just promised a bear I'd get him honey.
You text her that? You text her that back?
No.
Do you smell burnt toast? What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Well, your thing sounds way more important, obviously. Don't worry about this paying job that could help your career. No, just go get the bear some honey.
Bear some honey.
That's what real professionals do. Yeah. And then, Kirk, get another message. It's from Shug. Remember Shug? He looks like a gorilla.
Yeah, I do remember Shug.
Shug's like, he sends you a message just like everybody else has been blasting you. Which, I mean, you have missed calls on your like taps, but of course you wouldn't have answered them when you're all passed out for half of the day. And he's just like, got another job for you. You were so dependable last time. I told Philip we just had to get you in again. So let me know if you can do it. Job's in a couple days. I'll send you the deets if you agree. And just to let you know, you'll probably need more than just one extra crew member. There's going to be more crates this time. So we've got a big haul. But hey, I'll toss in some extra cryptos for you for the hassle. So let me know. Shug.
All right.
So we're just setting you guys up with quests left and right. You guys can do whatever you want, and I won't be prepared for any of it. So what's your next step, guys? Everybody who ate breakfast, which was everybody, go ahead and give me another vigor roll.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an explosion.
There we go. Rolled a 6.
Nice.
Dirk rolled a 6.
Nice. Well, Dirk, good thing, because that gets rid of a level of fatigue for you.
Oh, nice.
Look at that. Everybody's nailing it. Wonderful got a 5. His fatigue is gone. That meal really pepped you up. Harriet got a 5. One of her levels is gone now. So now Dirk has 1 level of fatigue. Harriet has 1 level of fatigue. Those go away after a certain period of time. So it shouldn't be too terrible for you. And
I come back into the mess hall or whatever, like the cafeteria, and I'm like eating just a donut that I picked up from the buffet. And like as I get kind of like close to the table, I realize that it's a bear claw, and I quickly just stash it on a plate before I sit back down. To get deets, what are we doing? Is it important? Is it dangerous?
Did you guys leave? I thought you guys walked out.
Oh, did they leave?
I guess the
I
bear
thought you
left
did.
and we were hanging out here. That's how the
Wonderful.
scene.
Wonderful when Dirk left. I was still there because I was finishing my food.
Oh yeah.
The bear.
Yeah.
the
Then I
bear
say
left.
this to Harriet. Yeah.
He's sleeping in a giant bed with his playing cards on the table next to him. Yes, there are playing cards. Go ahead.
Just
So Dirk and Wonderful returned, or just Dirk?
just me, I think.
Okay. Yeah, Dirk, I got some details, and I guess we're gonna go break into some creepy, mysterious lab
Sounds right.
for honey.
What?
Yeah. So, I mean, as stereotypical as that sounds, this bear loves his never-ending honey. So I guess.
He also likes stamps and hats. Don't just pigeonhole him in this typical bear world that you live in.
Picking up on the stereotype, and that's all I'm gonna remember.
Because he's a talking bear.
It's just
And so
Talking
obviously I'm
bear.
gonna remember his name is Duncan Featherbottom.
Feather.
Easy to remember. Dunk as in man, Duncan. Feather as in a feather. Bot, chatbot, Tom. Sorry, Tom. The guy, my best friend. Featherbottom.
Are you just sending this via tap? Like, where are you?
Oh,
Yeah, you're not even
yeah, it's a recording message that I've sent you that I'm reminding you how to
like
monomically.
when I wrote, "Did you get info?" You reply with, "This is
Yeah.
how you pronounce.
This is how you remember his name. Yeah.
And then it's another video to Dirk where I'm holding the phone in front of my face and the ship, his VTOL's behind him, and I'm saying, Dirk, you're not. Where are you? You're not in the ship.
Wait, is this live?
No, that's just it's a pre.
It's a recorded message.
Oh, just a recorded message. Oh, great. Oh, good.
It's like I'm not gonna text you. Instead, I'm recording
Yeah.
these like frantic videos.
These
And like, who
5
knows?
seconds.
this is
video.
this is your deal. 5-second messages.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Just when you get those texts where it's just like one word, just constantly, and you're like, just a little info, just a little info.
string this out.
Yeah. Well, looks like Wonderful's at the ship. And I look around. I'm like, I sneak back to that seat, or I sneak back to the other plate, and I grab and I finish that bear claw. All right. Let's go do whatever we gotta do, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Let's go. I'm full. Yeah, I feel a little better now that I've eaten, so let's go.
Showers are good. Water's hot.
I mean, I could use a shower, but I guess we're going to the VTOL.
You are not on the timetable. If you want to get a shot,
Yeah,
this
I like.
bear has lived without his honey for some time.
I
So long,
also look at. I look at you. I'm like, I mean, you can shower if you want. Like, like we were shit house hammered, and I'm just trying to pleasantly be like,
Yeah, you know,
I mean-
I just really think that's the next step in really kicking this hangover, and we're here, right?
You get another video, Dirk. That is, I need you back at the VTOL. I think I left my room key in there. I really got to take a shower. One more video chat.
Okay.
One more video. Oh, it's here. It was in my pocket. So I go to take a shower with these people.
Oh, that guy is still taking a dump in the bathroom.
yeah. I mean, he was there when I went in and took a shower. He was there when I left.
Yeah, he stopped.
I hope he's okay. I don't know if we need to tell medical.
Where are
or
the
what,
showers?
He's soaking in jacuzzi.
but, top of the map.
10.
10.
Like, Wonderful comes in and just casually takes all his clothes off. It's just like tons of cyberware all over his body.
Is this like
Barely
Starship
a man
Troopers? We're like
anymore.
all
Yeah, where you guys don't
all-
care at
yeah.
all.
Yeah, just that's not a thing. Yep.
I mean, there's talking bears. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point,
And that's when I found the recliner sofa, which is really, I don't know. I mean, I do say the love seat is the most underappreciated, but the recliner sofa is also pretty amazing. Can you pass the shampoo?
Yeah, sure. And I toss it to you.
I
Can you
grab.
roll your athletic?
Yeah, sure. I'll
Oh,
roll athletics.
can we get some agility, some athletics? I want a throw roll and I want a catch roll.
How is my athletics 4?
-1 for both of you guys because it's slippery and it's foggy
it's
in there.
slippery.
I got a 4?
I
That
got
makes me a
Oh.
3. Oh.
'cause I'm
Both
a
of you
+1.
failed. You want to spend your bennies?
No.
No.
You're
It's
just gonna
How do I
pick
have a
that soap
4
up in the
in
shower.
athletics?
Yeah. So she
Okay.
throws it to you and it slips and falls on the floor in front of you.
Oh,
And you
squirt.
try to grab it and it just
Oh, squirt.
squirt. And Harriet's like, "Don't you cuss around me."
Son of a cuss.
over the PA system, the Commodore comes in. No cussing in the showers.
I didn't want to say the S word, but, you know, sometimes you just... What is this?
They're just telling you not to swear.
No swearing.
Anyway, I lather up, and I'm quiet after that because I got in trouble for cussing by the bar.
Cool. And we will end the episode with you guys just lathering up in the shower. Just,
Where's Dirk? Is Dirk
just-
lathering up too? I think the audience needs to know.
No, I mean like I'm up in the I think there's the gym has like that's where they have like the gun training stuff, right?
Yeah. You see it on the top
Yeah.
top left. There's a couple of like
Oh yeah, there it
9
is.
millimeters.
Yeah,
sitting in there.
I'm getting guns because I had a rough day and and I gotta like I'm also like kind of trying to like figure out why my gun doesn't work. Like the first time it just shot into space. I think like the second time like it almost shot an ally. Like yeah, I'm having them take a look at it.
Yeah. I mean, you can take it over to the R&D department. You go down to that's probably your best bet to have somebody take a look at your gun, tinker a little bit. Maybe
Oh,
you can
yeah.
talk to somebody eventually that will point you in the right direction for one of those recon grenades that you've been looking for your
Oh yeah.
gyroscopic ammo or whatever that is. But we'll deal with that off air. Thanks everybody for
timing.
watching tonight. Yeah, that was very fantastic. Thanks for
Yeah.
putting up with all of our BS, and obviously thanks for watching. We
Now-
know
Yeah.
you're doing that.
No, you're
So
we
one
have
thing
a
you're
mission.
doing
All of
right.
We have
So many
missions
So
of
many
now.
you.
So many.
I have so many missions. You can literally do anything, and you could have anyways. But
I mean,
we'll see what you
it
choose
ranges
next
from filling out paperwork and finishing a story to getting honey. I mean, the world is your oyster.
You can literally do anything. Another courier job that you've already done.
Yeah, get more slippery salamander men.
Dirk,
Yeah.
Dirk,
Could
I
do
just
that.
got a mission. We gotta go find a guy to beat up. It's on my
Yeah.
It's on my device. I can't show it to you right now. Meet me.
Just so many messages.
Meet me outside. You know what, Dirk? I thought about it. I'm gonna take that shower after all. Dirk, we're in the shower. Look. It's
Yeah, I was in the
Harriet.
shower. I heard a message. That ever happened to you? Anyway,
Check out
this is the cable guy. That heard the phone ring.